Alright, so today is a short video on how to tell which points on lines are solutions and which points are lines that are not in solutions, how to tell the difference between a solid line, a broken line, and which way the arrow faces to say which is greater than or less than. So this will also be covering how we will be shading colors on one side of the graph. So as you can see here, I just have some basic information. So if there is a solid line under the greater than or less than sign, that means that any point on that line is a solution because it is greater than or equal to that value given. If it is a broken line, it's going to appear as nothing under the greater than or less than sign, and the points on the line will not be solutions. It has to be either has to be greater than or less than. It's not equal to. So in our example here, we have y is greater than x plus 2. So it shows us that since there is no line under the greater than sign, it is going to be, that means that the points on the line are not going to be solutions. You see that the slope is going to be 1 over 1 and the y-intercept. So from there we can graph a pretty comprehensible graph, and it should be easy to know where to shade. So because values of y are greater than that equation, that means that we will shade in the part that is greater than that value. So as you can see, I've shaded that in, but I have not shaded in the solid line because it isn't a solid line. And our last example here that I've put on for you is how to convert. So it's a lot simpler than you might think it is. All you have to do is isolate y on one side. So there's a couple things that I just went through that are kind of beginner things that I learned from this week's lesson. Hopefully I can put it to use in the next test. All right, thanks. See you next week.